factories all over the country, this was a common sight at quitting time not so long ago. Today, we see a different scene. Women have joined the men in the production lines, and the percentage of women in industry is expected to be much higher very soon. Millions of women who have never before been employed in industry are now enlisted in the nation's labor forces. They are stepping in wherever they are needed to do a man's job. Women in general are not as strong as men, but with the right equipment adjusted to their capabilities, they can do just about the same work as men. Their employment, therefore, requires all the health and safety precautions necessary for men, plus some extra measures. Their part in the war effort is very important, but their understanding of basic safety rules and good health habits is just as important as the turning out of the thingamabob that's going to win the war. Who are these women? Where did they come from? They worked in restaurants. They were the homemakers who prepared meals for their families. They were the mothers who raised boys and girls to become fine men and women. They worked in offices. They liked fun and music and peace. But a couple of madmen came along and made them angry. Some sent their menfolk to active duty and then took jobs to help the war effort. From all walks of life they came to help make secure our way of living. Who are these women? We are these women. When we first went to work, we were told what was expected of us in the way of good health habits and safe practices. We were told that wearing proper, sensible clothing was a very important item in our new work, and the necessity for wearing the right apparel was pointed out to us. We were told first that loose, flowing hair is dangerous. It may catch in moving machinery, and electrical attraction can draw free hair into moving parts. Long hair can cause an accident if it falls across the face and eyes and interferes with seeing your work. Loose, flowing sleeves are an accident hazard around moving machinery. Material caught in a moving part may cause serious injury. Wear tight sleeves or short ones to work safely. Machines have many parts that may catch materials, and you must be very careful not to wear anything that may cause an accident. Rings, watches, chains, and other adornments may also cause injury by catching in the machinery or tangling with materials. Leave your jewelry at home. Long fingernails are accident hazards, too. Trim them to sensible size. When working at top speed, as we all are, we can't wear high-heeled shoes. They catch easily, ankles turn, and the effort of balancing ourselves tires us quickly. Dressing sensibly like this, from shoes with wide, low heels to proper headdress, an attractive turban, or a hairnet, will give us protection where needed and help us work efficiently and safely. And now another important safety measure. Eye shields and goggles must be worn when doing work that requires them. Protect your eyes from flying particles and dangerous glare. The first time you leave eyes unprotected may be the time that brings injury to precious eyesight. For positive eye saving, wear your goggles and shields. Many of us work on machines requiring the use of cooling or cutting oils. Others may be handling synthetics of various kinds. To most of us, these substances may have no effect on the skin, but figures show that while the materials you now work with may be harmless to 95 out of 100 women, you may be one of the 5 it does affect. If you notice anything wrong with your skin, report it at once. Get the proper medical advice so you can take steps to eliminate your particular form of skin trouble. Proper position at our work will make us less tired at the end of the day. Sitting with bent back will cause unnecessary fatigue and strained nerves. Straighten up. Keep your back straight, but not rigid. Relax. Keep a flat back for comfort. Shift your position on your chair frequently. This debutante slouch may be alluring at some social function, but hours spent standing in this position will cause backache, strain, and perhaps more serious trouble. Keep the parts of the body in a straight line, one above the other, and so maintain natural balance and reduce fatigue. We must also correct bad health habits to work efficiently and safely. Fatigue is the cause of many accidents. We can do a lot toward overcoming tiredness by proper rest and diet. 8 hours of sleep every night and regular balanced meals are health and beauty secrets every woman knows. We wouldn't be women if we weren't concerned about our figures. An extra pound here or there can sometimes cause great concern and mental anguish. Many of us now in industry formerly did work that required less physical energy. A piece of toast, weak tea, and a lot of conversation used to be our excuse for lunch. But increased activity at our jobs now needs increased energy to do these jobs efficiently. We can get this extra energy by getting the eat right habit. Many women now eat their big meal at noon. They don't get home to eat with the family, so they eat a substantial lunch. What we eat has much to do with the way we feel. All diet experts stress the importance of protective foods. Meat, milk and its various products, eggs, leafy vegetables, green salads, fruit, and enriched wheat breads are basic sources of energy and strength. Though at first we worried about our figures, which was natural, we soon found out that the extra energy used at work consumed the food eaten, so that made everything even. Don't be afraid to eat what's good for you. An injury, however trifling it may seem, must be reported at once. Infection and untold suffering may result from a harmless appearing scratch, so let some competent person decide how serious it is. Much lost time in industry is due to illness and injury. However, too much is due to the outside interests which should not handicap our war effort to the extent they do. We may feel that we simply have to take an extra day off to get a lot of shopping done or get ourselves a new hairdo and manicure. But we must realize, all of us, that before this war is won, we will have to sacrifice personal pleasures in order to do our jobs efficiently. Whenever we take extra time off, it leaves empty spaces in the production lines. Material piles up, waiting for the operator who should be there. Your place in the war effort, however small you think it is, can cause a slow-up of production by your unnecessary absence. The only way we can keep vital materials flowing in a steady stream to our sons, brothers, husbands, sweethearts, and neighbors on the battle lines is to stay on the job. Practice good health habits, work safely, and keep up our end of the job. That's our part in bringing about a quick victory and a quick return of our loved ones. History challenges us. Just as pioneer women followed their husbands to new lands and took up muskets to defend their homes built in the wilderness, so today are women doing their part. Some in the auxiliary armed forces, some as nurses, some taking up tools in the war effort at home. We women in industry are a vital part of the bulwark of national strength. We must resolve to work hard in our important places in the fight to bring about a lasting peace. The threat of hard-working women in the production of materials must make our enemies afraid of our day of victory that is sure to come. Our enemies must be made to feel the mighty power of women, the women behind the men, behind the guns. Our enemies must know that for them there is danger. Women at work.